Hello, everybody out there. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about something that's been kind of like floating around in my head for a little bit now. Kind of two parts, I guess. It's going to be all together in one big thought. But number one, stop living in an echo chamber. And number two is, for the love of God, like, try to not just confirm your bias or confirm what you believe is true by Googling what you think is true and then only reading what you believe. Only believing what you read on the Google search that you just searched for. So, like, for example, I'm gonna throw this out there because it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of bad too, but it is what it is. So, for example, though, people used to say that like Walt Disney was anti-Semitic. I think is what it is. People said he was. Could be wrong. Could have been racist. Who the hell knows? But the point is that it's literally like me going online being like, to Google and being like, Walt Disney was an anti-Semite. Like, it's not like, was Walt Disney, or why do people say this? It's just, this is the fact, search. And then, of course, you're going to get what you're going to get. So, I don't want to get too much farther into it. Before I really hop into the video, if you guys could real quick go down and... You thought I was going to say like and subscribe. No. You can like and subscribe if you want to. But what I was going to say is if you could please share the video. If it's helpful for you, probably helpful for somebody else. Maybe it's not helpful for you, but you think it'll be helpful for somebody else. Or maybe someone will just enjoy what I talk about. I don't know. Please share it with people, whether it's directly sharing it, putting their name in the comments, or... I guess just tagging people is really what I was getting at with that. Tag people in the video, whatever it is, trying to spread the positivity. Whole name of the game, the goal of the Greater Than movement is 100 million people. So we got to improve 100 million people's lives. So sharing is going to be the best way. Again, if you do want to like and subscribe, it's all you. I just don't like saying it because everyone else does. Okay, so now with that out of the way, let's hop into the actual idea of the video. So I think a lot of people sit out there and they live in an echo chamber. And what I really mean by that, I know it's like a very popular media thing to kind of say, but the idea is like you are surrounded by people that all have the same opinions as you do. And I don't know why this is like just like a thing like generationally, no matter people older than me, younger than me, my age, is we surround ourselves with people that have the exact same ideas. And I understand surrounding yourselves with people that are like-minded, but people that have the same political viewpoints or the same, basically it's politics, I'm not gonna lie. Same political viewpoints is the real issue, and we just surround ourselves with this. So all we hear is what we believe is true, so it's just reverberating, and we don't have to hear any other opinions aside from the ones we want to believe. And I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or independent, it doesn't matter. Everybody does this, and I hate to break it to you, like, all you're doing is just shutting down the sharing of ideas that's actually so important. Instead of putting people around you who, again, maybe they share common values as far as what their goals are in life and what they believe as far as, like, what is right and wrong, but we don't actively try and have larger groups of people around us. Most people don't, that are going to have different ideals and different mindsets than us. For example, I can confidently say in my life that my friend groups, I don't care about what their political beliefs are. It doesn't matter to me. Those conversations come up, we can have a conversation or a debate or whatever they want to call it. I want to call it whatever. But at the end of the day, I have my beliefs and I'm willing to have an open conversation with any of my friends or family, whoever it may be, and I'm not going to just surround myself with these same people, because what's the point? Because if I have an opinion, or anyone has an opinion that's wrong, and all that surrounds us is the same reverberation of the same crap over and over and over and over of what you already believe, then you're never going to have the opportunity to have someone tell you something that's going to challenge what you believe and could possibly change the way you look at things or believe about things, which could change, I guess, just you or something you believe, or could possibly change your life. Who knows? But again, we do this whole echo chamber thing. We surround ourselves with these people because of the fact that it makes us feel comfortable. We don't have to challenge our beliefs. We don't have to think about anything. We just do this. And I get that's easier, but I would definitely challenge people to, instead of basing friendships, relationships, people that you get along with, based on their political beliefs, you really need to give people a chance just to be good people and be friends with you, and you want to be friends with them. And if the conversation comes up, have the conversation. Allow yourself to be challenged. Like I already said, like it's just the way things are supposed to be. Like it's the way that makes logical sense. Because you're living in your little bubble, your little huddle. I don't care what side of the aisle you fall on. It's dumb. You're wasting time. You're not growing. You're not changing. And you're not opening up dialogue with other people. Because maybe you know something or have an opinion about something. And you talk to someone else who has a different opinion when they first start talking, and maybe you change their mind on something. Or maybe you open up them to a whole different way of thinking about some issue. So at the end of the day, this whole echo chamber thing is really annoying. And also realize that, again, like I said, you're just limiting what you can accomplish and like really what you're going to take in and what you're putting out into the universe. And you're just kind of like limiting that possibility of learning new stuff and actually challenging your thoughts, which obviously is a scary thing. So from there, we're going to hop right into the second part of the video. The second part being, okay, I'm going to put a little mini rant. So like disclaimer, this is a little mini rant right here. So in this little box, like I'm a 30-second soapbox. For the people that say Googling stuff or looking stuff up on the internet or reading is not doing your research, are you a scientist? And that's their logic for why you doing research in any way, type, shape, or form. Even if you were reading scholarly journals, from some of the posts I've seen, you're not an actual scientist, you're not an actual researcher, you're not an actual psychologist, so you have no opinion or valid right to say I've done research. No, you're an idiot. I can't say what I want to say because I'm really working on it. But you're an idiot. You realistically need to take a step back and get some perspective on the fact that if people are actually doing like research, and I mean like actually reading and not doing what I'm going to say we're getting into, which is what I do. If someone ever told it to me, I would bust up laughing and be like, man, I've read so much more about this before I talk about it than you even thought about. I mean, that's just me. But I'm saying is, if you're actually doing good research, if someone's actually going out there and reading scholarly journals or actual case studies, you can't be like, you didn't do any research. Well, yeah, definitionally, sure, but like that's not the way it actually is applied. Sorry, a little random thing that I had to put out there because I've seen so many posts about people talking about that stuff for COVID and everything else in the universe now. So again, just because someone does research and they're not a scientist or any other like PhD person doesn't mean that they're not doing any type of research. So you saying that just makes you look really, really ignorant. And I get that, like, if you're in your echo chamber and you hear this, people are like, no, it's not true, but it actually is. Okay, so that's that. Done. Okay, so now hopping into it. As far as actually looking stuff up, because I see this all the time and I cannot stand it. I have seen people post articles on different social media sites, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read this for the heck of it. And they think in their comment that what they posted is confirming what they believe. But when you actually read the article, believe it or not, it actually negates what they said. So they don't even read the article. They're just posting this stuff out there. And I guess this isn't all the Google searching and all the other stuff, but like that's one example. So from there, not only is there that, just like not even reading before you're posting stuff, but in addition to, like, people are actively searching stuff, Googling stuff, looking stuff up online that just confirms what they already believe. And people call it like confirmation bias, but like for the simple way of putting it, it confirms what you already believe. So again, it's the same thing of not wanting to look out there for more ideas, not wanting to look out there to expand what you believe is possibly true. Because if all you're doing is finding stuff by being like there's another great example. Instead of being like, because this is kind of a conspiracy, was JFK assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald and someone else? Or did just Lee Harvey Oswald assassinate JFK? That's kind of more of like a open to see other ideas searches. But if you're just like, there was two assassinators or more, two assassins? Oh my gosh, assassinators, terminators. So there was two or more assassins that killed JFK, search. Well, then of course, all you're going to see is articles that confirm what you already believe. So please, for the love of God, and I'm going to say this one on this side. I think that there are more Republican people that do this than there are liberal people. The first one, the echo chamber thing, goes both ways 100%. But I have met a lot more people who are conservative minded. I don't know why this happens, because they're not dumb people, but they do this dumb thing. Is they Google stuff, they look stuff up, and they read one article or one thing and they post it, or they say, I read this. And of course, if you're looking to confirm what you already believe, you can go out on Google or any search engine and find it. So please, for the love of God, same thing as the echo chamber. Consider stepping outside of your comfortability box. Consider challenging what you believe to be true, or what people around you believe to be true, whatever it is. Even if it's a commonly held thing, you can do your own research and figure out if you believe that it's true or not. You might be wrong if 95% of people in the world believe it, but I'm just saying, at least look. Don't just search for stuff that you automatically know is going to confirm what you already believe. Because again, you're wasting your time. Why search for it? And from there, all you're doing, especially when you have a conversation, is you're pulling from stuff that's articles that has no logical basis. So when you go to have a logical conversation with me or someone else that's your friends, or more than likely in your family, and have a conversation about it, when they actually start challenging you, all you know is the article that you read. And when you actually get challenged logically on things you're saying, there's not as much logic because you just read the one article that confirmed what you already believed. So you don't really know what else to say or where to go. You're just like, well, this is what I read. This is what I know. Like, you didn't do any of the research. You didn't look any other stuff up. You didn't look both ways. Like, and so I'm telling you, again, same advice, I know this is kind of like a big, like, I don't want to say it's a rant, but it kind of turned into a rant. So here we are. But big rant on people needing to expand what they believe, people needing to surround themselves with not all the same minded people about political stuff and world stuff. Just please, for the love of God, try and challenge yourself. Step outside of your box. Step outside of your comfort zone. Look at things differently. Look at different ideas. Have conversations with people that don't have the same ideas as you. And be open to that so that we can exchange knowledge and hopefully come to a bigger, broader consensus of what makes sense, what doesn't, what's right, what's wrong, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, and all that other fun stuff. That's pretty much what I got, actually. That was kind of a rant and like a decent video all at the same time. Not to toot my own horn, but a little bit of both. So hopefully this video is either entertaining, more than likely, maybe slightly helpful. I feel like if you send this to somebody, or you share it, or someone sees it who is in one of these bubbles, it's very hard to break out of the echo chamber or like the confirmation bias searches, like persona. So I understand if it hits you a little sideways and you're like, well, this guy is full of crap. Ask somebody else if I'm crazy, because they're gonna tell you no. Unless it's someone else in these little bubbles, and then yeah, they're gonna tell you yes because they're crazy too. So at the end of the day, it's what I got, guys. Hopefully it's helpful. Maybe send it to somebody that you like. Maybe send it to somebody you don't like. Maybe send it to someone who needs to hear. Maybe your parents or grandparents who are just stuck in the bubble. And maybe they won't listen to me either, but at least you tried. So that's what I got for the video, guys. I hope that, again, that you guys did enjoy it. Please do share the content if it's helpful for you, or helpful for somebody else, or if you just enjoyed it. That's what I got. Greater Than Movement, helping 100 million people. It's literally the name of the game. That's what we're at. So again, hopefully this was, I don't know, maybe a little bit inspirational, maybe a little bit helpful, maybe a little bit humorous. And at the end of the day, just trying to put a little bit of light, a little bit of positivity, and a little bit of perspective out into the universe. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, above all, be greater than, guys. Take care. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.